How's it going, fellow fidgeters? This is the Fidget Professor here. This is going to actually be a bonus video this week. So we all know when we hear the word fidget, we think automatically spinners, sliders, fidget sticks, things of that nature, and they're usually always made of metal. Now, the video that I'm doing today is on a 3D printed fidget. Now, this is the d20 clicker fidget by Rabchilla. They came across my Instagram one day as I was flipping through, and I'm a major tabletop gamer. I love Dungeons and Dragons, anything to do with that. Very overactive imagination if you haven't figured that out. I saw it and I was like, ooh, this has to be mine. I absolutely love this. Their website and all, including their Instagram, will be linked down in the description. I definitely recommend checking them out. Because they have more than just the D20. They do have the entire collection of dice. So all 7 die. But then they also have a lot of other stuff on their website. But enough about that for now. For now, let's get into this. So, when I bought this, there was nothing that really gave me a good indication of how big this was, or maybe I just did not pay attention and fully scroll. I think I just got really excited about this because like I said, I love tabletop games, and something like this was just, it called to me. To give you an idea of how big this thing is, I'll use the same example that was used on their website after I checked it today. That's my Roku remote. You see how big this thing is. Like, my hand is pretty big, and it takes up the entirety of the palm of my hand. This thing is wonderful. I love it. And as you can hear, it's a clicker. So if you like that clicking sound, I know some people, when it comes to fidgets, as I said in a previous video, they don't necessarily want their fidgets to make noises. Personally, I love ones that make noises. They make me very happy. It scratches that itch. All right, get that out of my way. So it's a full D20. And each number does click. So all 20 numbers will click. And as you see, it does actually fit comfortably in your hand. And you can just walk around or be in your office or wherever it is that you fidget the most. And just do this number right here. Rotate it and do some more clicking. Now, one of the things that it does specifically say in the instructions when you get this particular, if you do decide to get this particular fidget or any of the other dice in general, do not roll this. Do not use this as an actual die. This is 3D printed. Now, I don't know how solid it is on the internals. I know that they did have to use, they had to leave some room for putting in the clicking mechanism to make that mechanical click. Oh, that's just so addicting. Oh, I love it so much. But one of the instructions does specifically say, and I do believe it's also on their website, do not use this for an actual die unless you're going to be, say, rolling it on your couch. Basically, this can break. And too many rolls on a hard surface, even with this as a padded mat, I would never, maybe just a little light roll like that, but not like a full-on, toss. One thing I do definitely like about Rabchilla, and I will definitely be purchasing from them again, is they're very, very cost-effective. You know, when you think of 3D printing, you think, oh, it's going to be expensive, it's going to be pricey and all of that. No, not really. This plus shipping costed me 30 bucks. And on top of that, give me 1 minute, they sent free gifts. Now, one of them was a heart-shaped clicker. Obviously, just like a small singular button. That I did give to a coworker because she absolutely loves, she fidgets too at work. And so I was like, hey, you like clickers, right? Yeah, here you go. But then they also sent me this cool little thing. And I've been playing around with it so much because like the little optics is just so cool. The filament that they use is kind of that iridescent filament, so that's why like over here's blue and then you've got green and then it kind of comes to red. You've got the little spin thing you can do and then it Christmas trees up like that. Oh, I dropped it. Like that. I will definitely have to get the money together to get the rest of these die because this is like, even though they're not functional as an actual dice, they're just fun to play with. You know, like I said, I love my fidgets that make noises, and this just scratches that itch. They do have other things that they do make. I did check out their website. They've got little figures, like 3D printed figures with posable joints. They've got this really cool looking arcade style looking fidget. And so it looks like an old style arcade machine and you just use your thumbs to like click it. And it's really cool looking. I really want to get my hands on that because I'm a big time gamer and that would be a perfect thing for me. So, but yes. So down below in the description, I will put their website as well as their Instagram so you can check them out and get an idea of what they have. As I said, their pricing is very, very reasonable. And this literally took maybe a week to a week and a half from the day that I ordered it to get to my house. So they've got real good shipping times as well. They're based here in the US. If you like clicker fidgets and you want a 3D printed, like if you want to deviate from the standard metal ones, this is definitely the way to go. And this company, like I said, you know, they'll send you, or they did me at least. I figure this is standard practice. If it's not, I'm sorry, Rabchilla. But it's just really cool that a 3D printed toy is as much fun as it is. I know some people utilize like dragons. They'll make like the little fidget dragon. But this I love. I want that arcade box. I want the other die just to have the full set. But down below, like I said, I'll have in the description, I'll have their Instagram, their website. I highly, highly, highly recommend them. They're very nice, because I messaged them and gained permission to name drop them and link them and everything, and they were like, yes, please do. We would love it. So very nice people. Highly, highly recommended. That's going to be the end of this one. The video for this Saturday, I think you will enjoy. I hope you have a good night, guys.